everyone, so my name is Lauren Windus and I'm a registered nutritional therapist and naturopath, and today we're going to be making an apple and blackberry hazelnut crumble which is gluten-free and vegan friendly. For this recipe you'll need 6 apples, 225 grams of gluten-free oats, 3 tablespoons of coconut oil, 1/3 cup of maple syrup, 3 teaspoons of ground cinnamon, 150 grams of hazelnuts and 300 grams of blackberries. So we're going to get started by putting the crumble ingredients together first. So what we're going to do is get the hazelnuts and we're going to turn this into a nut flour. So what you're going to do is, if you've got a food processor or a blender, just pop those in like so. And we're just going to give them a little bit of a whiz around, just so that it's all really fine. So just give that a blast. Okay, so that should be enough. And sometimes with certain blenders you might just need to give it a couple of blasts and whiz it through. And then we're going to add that into a large mixing bowl. So that's your hazelnut flour. And you can, if you don't have hazelnuts in, you can mix this for almonds or cashews or any other type of nuts that you like, using, ground almonds or almond flour, or just making your own at home. And they're a great source of monounsaturated fats, and they can help with heart health and reducing our LDL cholesterol levels. So we're just going to add that in as much as you can. And now we're going to add in some of the rest of the ingredients too. So we're going to go in with the oats. Oats, great source of plant-based protein, very high in fibre, so these are really beneficial for our gut health and feeding those microbes within our gut. So we're going to add those, and then we're going to go in with some maple syrup, so just 1/3 cup. You can measure this in just a little bit of a measuring cup. So just like so. Then we're going to go in with 2 teaspoons of the cinnamon. Just using a teaspoon. And this cinnamon is really great for blood sugar control. So it's a great thing that can help with curbing sugar cravings if you have a lot of sugar cravings. And it's just really supportive for our blood glucose levels. So we're just adding that in, mixing that around, and we're also going to add in what I've preheated earlier within a saucepan. Is just the 3 tablespoons of coconut oil as well. So we're going to give that a nice mix round to make the crumble. And it's starting to smell really great already because we've got the cinnamon coming in. So once that's mixed all through, you can just leave that and set that aside, and what we're going to do is put the oven on heat, so preheat the oven to 180 degrees Celsius. So next what we're going to do is we're going to peel and core the apples. You can, if you want to, leave the peels entirely on all of your apples. The reason we've actually decided to peel them is just because we think that it contributes to a softer texture overall. But if you want to, then you can leave those peels on. So now that we've finished chopping all of the apples, what we're going to do is add those into quite a large saucepan so that we can fit all of the fruits in. We're going to add in the blackberries and then some cinnamon. And then we're going to bring that over to the hob. So we're just going to add a little bit of hot water, just a couple of centimetres up, so it's just about there within the pan. And then we're going to raise the heat, and then we're going to pop the lid on and just let that fruit simmer for about 10 to 15 minutes until it's soft and it's reduced down. And you can pop the lid on whilst it's doing this, and then obviously just between that keep giving it a couple of stirs. So it's simmering away. Oh my god, it smells. If you could smell this, it smells like mulled wine and Christmas. Absolutely loving all of the red and pink colours. And this is just an amazing family favourite for the festive season. What we're going to do is start to decant our fruit mixture, so with the apples and the blackberries, into a baking dish, which should hopefully be just large enough to fit everything in. And now I'm going to add in our dry mixture, and this should be about an even weighting of fruit versus the crumble, just so It's a nice ratio. So just flatten that out. If you want to, you can always sprinkle a little bit more cinnamon on top as well. And then finally, we're going to bake that in the oven for about 25 to 30 minutes until it's crunchy and golden. So now it's been 30 minutes, I'm going to take out the crumble from the oven. So all of the fruits have been bubbling away, and as you can see, the crumble topping is nice and crunchy and golden. So we're going to serve this delicious heartwarming dessert. So I'm just going to do a little portion. You can use a serving spoon for this and just try and get as much goodness out of the base. If it falls apart, that's a good sign, because that's what we want. And you can serve this with ice cream or your favourite toppings and little pieces, and enjoy. So there it is, our apple and blackberry hazelnut crumble.